I have boarded my spacious roomette on the Empire Builder from Seattle to Chicago. We're still in the station. We haven't moved yet. I've only been on 2 minutes, but I did meet Mick from Mexborough. Had a beer with him beforehand. He got here in Seattle today from Heathrow. I'm just leaving. He's doing the Empire Builder on Saturday. This could all turn out to be good fun. We shared information, so hopefully, Mick, you've now liked and subscribed. And when you have, I'll give you another shout out. So we're going to get this underway in about 4 minutes, I believe. It'll be great. This train outside here, I believe, is the Cascade. We've got some great stuff to see tonight, I think, through the window. And I'm also going to start on my quest that I've set for myself to have completed before I get to Chicago. And before I do that, I need to reintroduce you to somebody. My emotional support, Cluck Norris. He's here and he'll be with me all the way. So we'll see you very soon. Just met Tony. Dinner reservation, 6 o'clock. Let's see if their steak and service is better than last year's California Zephyr. That is one of the other things that we're going to be checking. So make sure you check back, like, comment, subscribe. It's free. Click the button and it'll keep you updated. Right, time to chill. So there's an hour and 6 minutes before dinner. A bit of dinner. Cluck wants some. Do you want some dinner, Cluck? Yeah. Cascade's moving.
Oh no, I got you. I make sure Zach knows to look out for you.
Don't know if you can hear him. That's Tony. He's very loud. We're moving. Just another 45 hours to go.
Welcome aboard train number 8, Empire Builder, bound for Chicago, Illinois, and all intermediate stops.
My challenge to fill some time is to crochet a hat. And as Coventry City are now champions of the championship, I need to make a Coventry City hat. I've looked at some YouTube videos, and a couple of things I need to establish first before I start is something very important, and that's what size do I want to do. So let's have a look. 270 millimeters, or if you're a lady, 27 centimeters. Now my head, I'm on a train, it fell over. 600 millimeters or 60 centimeters. So it's a bit of a big bugger, isn't it, really? 23 inches. So we're going to give this a go. I'm going to start in a bit, see how it works out. Cluck Norris is here. He's my inspiration, my emotional support chicken. We'll get going. I don't know how it's going to work out. Got 2 days to do this, haven't I? A couple of very important things. Look, the hat's started. That's great. And they have now announced that the dinner reservations for 6 o'clock are open. The last time I went and had some of this on the California Zephyr, I wasn't too impressed. So let's hope that this is going to work out. I'm going to wander down, have something to eat, and I'll rate it against the Zephyr, and I'll just rate it in general. Then I'm going to come back, do a bit more of that, and see you in a bit. I will take the salad, please. The steak, medium rare. I'll have the spoon cake, red wine, and a Diet Coke, please.
All right. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I just didn't want you to think I was going to do something to him. I got you. Thank you.
You can't go wrong with a salad. It's always the same.
Yeah.
It's the steak. That's it.
Eating those prawns. They're just,
So I used to like.
do you want a red plate?
Dessert. You want bread?
Yeah, why not?
It might make the, go a little better. It's just that we've been on this a
Thank you.
month, and you have the same 4 choices.
So we now have the Empire Builder version of the flat iron steak. Got some red onion, that's nice. Got 3 more carrots than I had last time. Let's take a look at the steak. It's twice as thick as the last one. Let's try the flavour. I wanted medium rare.
Okay, so you have to give me an inch here. Give me an inch so I can cut my.
That's really good. It's very nice. I can go with this. Would I pay $45?
I know.
Probably not. But I'm on a train with some lovely people, going through some fantastic scenery, which I'll film tomorrow. Yeah, this is so far better than the California Zephyr. And my new friend across from me is also a crochet expert that I've taught something to. We'll get to that later. I am back to my cozy bijou domicile. Just had the most lovely dinner with two very nice people, Kathy and Walter, on this train, and they're spending a month travelling around the country on Amtrak. What lovely people, honestly. Thank you, Kathy and Walter, for being there. It's been my pleasure to spend some time with you. And I'm going to do a little bit more crochet. By the way, Kathy is a knitter and a crocheter, but she'd never heard of Tunisian crochet, so I might have to show her something tomorrow. That's been a great day. We'll see you in the morning, and I'll give you a room tour, and we'll see how my hat's coming on. Let's have a little look how it is at the moment. There we are. I'm kind of like still deciding exactly how to go about it, but I'll get there. Here is a fresh air stop. It is 9:15. A place called Wenatchee in Washington. Take a look at the train. It's down there, and it goes all the way up there. And it's a lot warmer here than it was in Seattle. So far I've had dinner, which was very pleasant, especially with my companions, Walter and Kathy. What lovely people. This is the latest I've been up for days. A lot of people are now kind of in their shorts and pajamas and stuff. It's a 10-minute, 15-minute break. There's a crew change of some kind. It's nice to be off. So it's only 4 hours on the train, but it's lovely to be here. I'm not even sure which direction we're going, to tell you the truth. But it's good to be off here. I'm absolutely thrilled with this train ride so far. Comparing it to the California Zephyr, it's very different. I know the Zephyr, if you look at that video, and it's in my Epic Adventures from 2025, it's 5 hours late getting there. The meals weren't great. I don't think the meals here are great, but they're very, very acceptable. Far better than economy airline. Not as good as business or first class, although they try to call this first class. But that steak was acceptable. I wouldn't pay $45 for it. The salad was just some green leaves, a bit of brie and a Paul Newman dressing. And then they got this chocolate spoon cake, which was just that filling, and Kathy swapped hers for mine because hers was a bit bigger. Anyway, I ate it. Next meal is breakfast, and we lose an hour because we go on to mountain time. So I don't know if that means that we're going to be in Montana at that point. But anyway, no, it's going all right. I don't think I'm going to make it up at Spokane because that's midnight and that's 3 hours from now. So hopefully I'll be asleep. The crochet is going well, and I'll show you that later. Right, I think I might get back on board, lay my bed down. See you in a bit. Good morning. As I awake, I've been awake about 20 minutes now. It's around about 6:15 according to my phone, and I'm looking out the window, which is quite impressive really. Here we are on the 24th of April. I think our next stop is going to be Whitefish, Montana. So I'll be getting off to take a look. I think I might have to put a coat on, take a look outside. It's a little bit of a winter wonderland. We'll take a look as we get closer. I think right now I'm going to go and get some coffee. I'll let you enjoy the trees for a moment. It's a rocky old night, one way and another, but got some sleep. The whole thing is, on this train, you sleep when you like. Time doesn't really exist. Oh, we have a viewing car as well. I do recall being awake around about midnight and some shunting going on, and I think that's when we were at Spokane, so we should have met up with the train from Oregon. So we should have some new people. Wow, look at those deer. Hundreds of them. It's the beauty about being awake early.
No. She said she wasn't. She came out here.
So this is Whitefish, Montana. You know it's a good place because they got a goat. There you go. Always trust a place with a goat. The time is 10 to 8 in the morning and it's -1. Look at this building. That's a train station. Oh, there's a nice train down here. Let's go and see if we can have a look at that. I don't know how long we're here for. How long's the stop for here?
About 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah. Good morning.
Okay.
Where are you heading to?
9 minutes, got time to take a look at this engine. If I've got to jump on it in the wrong place, then I'll do it. I can always walk through. It's good to get some steps in. So this is the back. You can't get much further back than this. So I'll try to get to the front on a longer stop. There you go. I think there's some mountains over here. Let's go and have a quick look. Yeah, behind the freight. I can see it better from my room. Look at that though. Welcome to Montana, folks. I haven't seen Hannah yet. Snow on the cars as well, look. We go through National Glacier Park next. So we'll see if we can get some
Stables, St. Cloud,
get some
St. Paul,
views of
Minneapolis
that.
Midway Station, Red Wing, Winona, Louisiana Cross, Toma, Wisconsin Dells, Portage, Columbus, Milwaukee Intermodal Station, Glenview.
Okay, I've got all I need here. So we're having a 3-egg omelette with some sausage and some salsa, which is normally pretty good. So I'm going to get into it. So this is Shelby, Montana. Let me show you something. Shelby, Montana, -1, feels like -16, and it's snowing, and I'm in shorts. It's a fresh air break. I don't know when I'm going to get the next one. I know there's one tonight at Minot. That's going to be about 10 o'clock. So we should have another one before then. Let's have a little look. Now I think where I live is quiet and desolate. But my God, this this place is something else. So these are the bright lights of Shelby, Montana. Little bar over there, Oil City Saloon. Don't know if they've got any oil. Refrigeration and air conditioning. I don't think they need it here today. That's the front end down there of the train. Might try and get a look at that later, but not right now because they're going to make us get back on. There you go, I've had me 2 minutes. I think I'm going to have a shower, warm up, and then look at having some lunch. Shelby, Montana, done. Here we are, back in my room. We are in Havre, spelled H-A-V-R-E, as in Le Havre. Now, there is talk, from what I've heard, it's been called Havre for 2 reasons. One, it's named after Le Havre in France. I don't know how true that is. And the other one is 2 gentlemen were arguing over a woman and one of them had had enough, so he said, Havre. Could be true. It's -1, feels like -15. I've had a shower and I'm walking around in a pair of shorts. There's a big engine down here, just want to have a quick look at, which looks kind of fun. Then I'm going to get back on and we'll have a little chat. Here we go. So we're still in Montana. We've been in here since before 6 o'clock this morning and it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Here, look, But we've gone forward an hour. Let's look at this. because we've left, always trust an engine when it's got a goat on it. We left Pacific time, and as we crossed into Montana, the time changed. We're on mountain time, which means we're only 7 hours behind the UK now. And then in overnight, we're going to go to 6 hours behind, because I'll then be in Illinois. Oh, timey wimey, wibbly wobbly, it's all good fun.
People assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Right, I'm cold, I'm getting back on now. It's great, can't get bored with this. It's about 20 hours in, I think. This is great, loving it. Food's good, people I'm meeting are good, and I'm enjoying it. Far better than the California Zephyr last year. I'll speak to you again shortly. I don't know when the next one will be. I know there's one at Minot. I don't know if I'll be awake at that one, because that's going to be when it's dark, after dinner. Right, see you in a bit. Don't know if you can see it, but it's snowing a bit out there, blowing from the back. I've been sat here now for about 20 minutes. Typical Amtrak delay. We're waiting for freight. We've crossed into North Dakota, so I'm now on Central Time. So this is my third time zone of the day. It's all confusing, isn't it? So it's now 8 o'clock, but it feels like 7 and I'm just getting used to it. And really, where I left yesterday, it's 6. Anyway, snowing out there. It's a nice little nodding donkey there. Little oil field, gas blowing there. It's all good. I've just downloaded a film, so I'll be watching that very shortly. My Coventry City hat is come together very nicely. I'll do some more black and white stripes very shortly. That's taken me about an hour and a half so far. It's all coming together. I've got to have something to do on the train. I've got some Netflix to watch later that I've downloaded, so we'll have some of that too. These Amtrak journeys are very long, so I set myself a task to actually learn a new skill, and that's when Pluck Norris came into being, along with his nunchucks. So I started to learn to crochet, so I set myself a task to actually complete something on this journey. I have just finished it. Here it is. It's my Coventry City hat that I've crocheted, not to any particular pattern, but one that I thought of, sorry Cluck, one that I just kind of made up as I went along. So there's a half double crochet in the main body, and I've done a brim with a single crochet, and I've done a bobble hat. I started it yesterday, finished it today. Don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I suppose I'm going to have to look out the window. But it's been a great trip so far, and if you're going to do one of these trips, make sure you've got something to do, because it will keep you entertained. And my emotional support chicken is with me and my hat now, so I'm having a jolly good time. Minneapolis St Paul's. I thought there'd be more to see here. They don't give you a lot. First fresh air break of the day. It's 9:30. We've been travelling about 40 hours. There's another 8 hours to get to Chicago. It's been brilliant so far. Absolutely superb. Can't fault it. It is a bit warmer here than it was up in Whitefish, where it's -1, feeling like -17. Here it's 8 degrees, and it's great. It's really good. So you can take a little look behind me. I'm not going to see a great deal of anything. Great to be here so far. So we'll see you back on board. While we're still rolling, let me and Cluck give you. You sit there, Cluck. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Let me give you a breakdown of the Amtrak trip, Empire Builder. We've gone from, Cluck and I, from Seattle to Chicago. We're about 6 hours out now. It has cost $600 for this trip. It might seem expensive, but I've done a breakdown. Now, If you're one of those people that want to eat and people feed you while you're travelling, I've looked at it. Breakfast, which is very nice, would cost you $20. Lunch would cost you $25, and your dinner would cost you $45, and you get a drink with that as well. You might only want breakfast and dinner or a lunch or whatever, but either way, in the room they feed you. So that's a total of $180. So in effect, it brings your transport costs down to $420. It's also 2 nights accommodation. How much is a hotel going to cost you? So if you like, it's $210 a night, including your transport. Now the beauty of this is there are less people obviously in the rooms. You've got access to the showers, which you don't have in coach, and there are less people that go to the loo and the toilets. You've got access to your car attendant, so if something's not right, they can go and put that together. I've really enjoyed this, and I've met some people, some really nice people while having meals. We've talked all sorts of nonsense. I've also managed to do my hobby, my new hobby, which filled in the time here with some crochet stuff. You've seen the hat and you'll see it again. Cluck came along because he was my first project. I can highly recommend it. It's great fun. Bear in mind, it's not just A to B. The bit in the middle is the important part, because you could probably fly for $100, $150 and you're there in 2 hours. This is a 48-hour trip. You see some fantastic countryside, you see some fantastic wildlife, and the weather was so different. I left Seattle, it was nice. Woke up in Montana, there was snow, and there was snow all day. Bits of blizzards. It got very cold, but that's all part of the adventure. You get your fresh air breaks, you can't wander too far off. I'm now pootling along from Minneapolis St Paul. We're following the Mississippi down to Chicago. We're running about an hour late. It doesn't matter. If you're enjoying this, please click like and subscribe. Have a look at some of my other videos. And this is the end of my Empire Builder video, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, Chuck says thanks for being there too. Yeah. There's a Sears Tower poking above the clouds.